Well, hey everybody, all one and a half of you. I know it's Thanksgiving, but I'm really pissed. What I'm pissed about is I'm actually pissed at myself. I got on Facebook the other night, and I don't normally go on Facebook. Maybe once every couple of weeks I might go there and check it out, but I just don't. I really don't like it very much. I, you know, I have other accounts that I like. I go to Reddit now, and I have a. I'm definitely heavily invested in the Mastodon, and I have my own. I don't have my own server yet, but um, I have my own account there and everything. That's well, anyway. And I suggest everybody start moving over to something like Mastodon, where it's a open source type thing. It's not governed by uh, capitalism really whatsoever. I mean, it is to a certain degree because there are some sites where they have commercial sites there, and you can, but pretty much, it's governed. Its rules are governed by each individual who has their own server there. That's enough Mastodon. I don't give a shit. So why am I pissed off at myself? Well, I go on to Facebook, and there's a cat that I know. I don't want to mention names because I don't really want to get into any kind of um, you know tit for tat. I'm so pissed that I even let myself go crazy. So he posted this meme, or I guess that's what you call it, but it was this little poster thing that showed a really derogatory statement about Nancy Pelosi, and this is only a couple of days after her husband got, you know, pretty much probably wounded, something that's going to affect him for the rest of his life. And regardless of what you think of Nancy Pelosi, she's just an upstanding citizen. She has her belief system. You know, I've never really heard her put down too many people. But whenever I hear the right wing just go into their crazy diatribes about all this, nothing. Well, I try to keep my cool about it, but this one particular time I didn't. So I literally went on this guy's, and this is somebody that I've known this guy. I know we're not really friends or anything, but he knows me and I know him for 40 years. Let's just say he lives down south somewhere. And so he put up this really ugly meme right after her husband had been hit in the head with a hammer. And so I got on there pissed off and said, fuck you, you piece of shit. So I apologize for using that kind of. Usually, what I try to do is write something sarcastically funny or, you know, thinking that might make somebody think or have some education or something, but I know that's pretty stupid, especially when you're talking about people that are basically kind of so inbred in their thought process that they can't see the rest of the world around them. And I understand it. I've a military brat, and I've just traveled everywhere. I've been around, everywhere in this country, and seen a lot of stuff, and met a lot of different kinds of people, and been friends with many different kinds of people. And as a musician, not necessarily in the South where I was in this one particular little spot. I was a musician for many years. And there wasn't. It was pretty damn awful, the prejudice and the bigotry and everything that was in that little place. That's where this guy was from. So I understand the way he was raised and his thought processes and all that. He can't really help that he's, thinks that way. So, in a way, I feel like I've been, I was beating a child that's, mentally challenged, So, for that, all of that, I completely and absolutely apologize. But like I said, I don't, heck with that guy for what he said. I just think that's just lame and screwed up, and I don't want anything to do with it. And I would just as soon if this guy sees this video, because I'm going to post it on Facebook, and makes some time out of his busy day of trashing Democrats, which I guess is a thing you do if you're if you're a Republican. Take some time out of your busy Democrat trashing day to unfollow me. Just turn me loose so that I don't show up on your page anymore. I'm not going to engage with you. I'm not going to apologize to you. I'm going to beat myself up for being so dumb as to fall into that stupid trap. I'm going to really try my best not to do that anymore. I'm going to, speak what I think is my truth from a distance and not try to implicate anybody personally because, really everybody's so different. I would, if I looked at myself 40, 50 years ago, you'd probably have to go back farther than that for me to be a little, rednecky kid, military brat. But I was fortunate enough to, in my formative years, have my soul psychedelicized. I have walked through the pastures of what could be, I don't know, heaven, I guess. I've been able to look at this world and see just how beautiful this place could become if humans would learn how to live with our Mother the Earth and not just take from our Mother the Earth. Today should be a day of Thanksgiving, but we should be giving thanks to Mother Earth for providing everything for us, including our lives, including the air, the water, all the beauty that surrounds us with flora and fauna. And we should start trying to think of ways to dismantle this colonial culture and this pavement and asphalting of the surface of this beautiful garden that was given to us, or that we ended up on for whatever reason, whether you think there's some divine entity that made all this or that it's just random from the universe. I have some kind of a combo platter of all of that, but I don't want to get into religion at all. And actually, I was speaking more in spiritual terms, not religious terms. There's two different things. Religious organizations are gangs, cults, and not to be trusted. Spiritualism is, you know, well, I'm going to finish with this one thought. Something that I heard years and years ago that has always made sense to me. And I don't know who said it. You know, Buddha or Confucius or Jesus or somebody like that. You know, actually made some sense one time. Anyway, the expression is, never trust somebody who tells you they know what the truth is. Only trust people that tell you they're trying to seek the truth. Well, anyway, that's enough of all of that. Adios and buenos dias.